Okay, we're on, we're live. Hey, hi, hello. It is I, Equinox Eterna. We are back in GFL2 after almost skipping Lewis event because of time issues and Sakura's event because it was boring and I was planning. Well, no, it wasn't boring. It was just uh, short and non-important to the general story, and I skipped Sakura just in just because today's stream. That was the reason. So let me put this on Twitter and blue sky. And let's give it 5 minutes before we start doing anything. I haven't done not even the dailies. So let's do them while we are here. Important combat exercise. There's a call, ne? Yeah. So let's have 5 minutes of grace before we start pulling for Alva, because we need the B2, Alva B2, and we also need the personal weapon that I don't remember the name right now because they changed it from the AN94 that it was in CN. They changed it to 6P33 or something. Was it? And I don't know why. I read in Twitter that it was like the same designation that they gave to the weapon in military, in Russian military. But I don't know. I prefer it if it's called AN94 just because of the importance of the name to the weapon in the OG GFL. Okay, that was a misclick. I was focused on something else. But yeah, okay. We are almost 4 minutes in. 30 more. That's nice. Rewards. 150. That's very great. Dormitory. Okay. Lewis. Oh yeah, Gotham now has the Covenant. Oh, I forgot about the Covenant. The Covenant ring. Damn. Well, I'll do that later. Nothing. Well, now 60. We have a lot to use now. 16. Okay, it's not that much. So yeah, 5 minutes. It is time. Just one sec. There we go. Recruitment. Do we warm up with this thingy? Or do I just jump into Alva? 77 access will guarantee obtaining an elite item. Doll. I think the only ones that I don't have a B6 are Tololo, and Faye. Right? B6 here, and then Tolo is B4, Shangyu B6, Sabrina B6, Peritia B6. I got all of my Peritias, like 5 dupes of Peritia from the box thingy. It's amazing. And Faye B1. So it's Tolo. Well, later after we lose our sanity here, then we'll pull in the standard banner. So let's go. It's time. Okay. Hoop. Nothing. And GFL doesn't do the fade outs. Retired Nikonova 94. I retired. Not even the purple one. Skip animation. Who a curva. Okay. How many are they here? 130 around that. Okay, let's go. Pop. Nothing. Grossa. 18 Doritos. Let's keep jumping. Sharkry. Sharkry. It had to be Sharkry. Well, let's keep going. We are here to lose our hope and dreams. Skip animation, Grossa again. Is it better if I get a standard doll, a purple doll, or if I get a weapon that guy can scrap for Doritos? Another purple one. Meh. Very meh. Sharkry. Wait, this one is a Sharkry and Grossa and Golf. What? Then why I am getting all of those Sharkrys? Huh? 17 access. Okay. Let's pray. May Link give us a wiggle for the good luck. That's nice. Go! Retire Kurba. Let's go. First hit. Nice. Alva, shield damage increase, first strike. Nemesis. And only retired. Yay! Yay! We have one, but we need more. We need the so what now? The B2 or the weapon? 6p33. When allied units deal freeze damage, critical damage is increased by 10%. If they have a shield effect, damage dealt is increased by 10%. That's literally a 20% more damage increase, critical damage. Or this is separate. This is like critical damage 10, and this is damage dealt 10 in separate multipliers. R1. Okay, let's go for the weapon then. And what if I lose? Nah. Nah, we're not losing here. Go! Ha! A Nikonova 94. That's nice. What does it do? When this unit has a shield effect, damage deal is increased by 10%. Go. Nothing. What the hell? One Nikonova, one BPR, and one OTS. Okay, that's 2 Nikonovas. And purples. OTS. And this is another Nikonova. 3 Nikonovas. This is looking sadly low. But well, even if I don't get it now, there's still a lot of pulls to get from this patch. So this is a Robinson and low TS 14. So if I at least get the R1, that's a great increase of DPS for my full team. I want the B2 to have the best Robela rotation, but it's still a good place to stop if I get the R1, at least for now. What? Only one on Nikonova. How many have we got? 4? Should be 20 access to guarantee an elite item. Okay, this is it. A little Mylin wiggle for the good luck. A Nikonova 94. Yay. Okay. We're winning. We have 20 more here. Hmm. 20 more to go. Skip animation. There's a Grossa here. And this is the last one with collapse pieces. The next one are going to be using Doritos. From now on, a purple and Dorito time. A 15 Nemesis. Okay, first of all, storeroom, dismantle. Let's get in a little bit here. And these are Nikonovas. Okay, 5 Nikonovas. Nemesis, Curva, BPR, OTS, Robinson Model Rifle, and the QBC. The QBC is going to stay here. But this dismantle and to the shop here. We have 74 pulls. Let's continue. Gacha time. 52 access. Let's pray that it's lower than that 52. Let's pray for the same luck that we had with Raw. A double gross Awami. Oh, damn. Okay. An OTS 14. 32 access. Nothing? Really? Another Grossa. Have I got any calls from this banner or? This is it. Alva V1. Give us a little wiggle, mailing. Let's go. Curva. A modular rifle. Not the cat again! Ah, damn it. Not the damn cat. It had to be the freaking cat. Skip. A. Nothing. Spas and an Nagant. 14. How many pulls do I have now after this one? Curva. 44, 40B1. Dismantle. So here, Curva 18. It's the same, right? 18, Otis, Robinson Modular Rifle, the QEC is going to stay there, and Transportiva Libro 12 is going to the... Okay. Shop again. Trading post. Neural integration. 14. Yay. Yay. Do I have anything else? Here. Nothing. Road stack, nothing. The event shop, of course, but that's a whole other part. Alva, ¿y qué? Nothing. And that's a grossa. Do I have enough? Yep. Nothing! Well. You'll be selecting Tololo as your guaranteed elite doll. Do you wish to proceed? The choice can be changed at any time and does not affect the guarantee encounter. Remaining 50-50. Yeah. Within 50 accesses. Okay. Animation, curva. Nothing. Grossa. 20. This is BPR. And this should be the last one. This is the guaranteed Tolo. Right. Here's something else. Give me a double, please. There's a Tolo. And nothing else. And it's gone now. Alva, Lena, the weapons, Low and Jungus. This young lion, was it? Playing conductivity. This is Slitzer. Slits. Cunning Fox? No. Damage dealt to enemies with negative charges increased by 10%. Damage dealt to enemies in stability break is increased by 15%. Oh, it's a big upgrade. But, huh? Custom procure one weapons. Okay, this is also limited to targeted access permission. So, nope. Not for me. More. A little bit more. Nemesis, Curva, BPR, Robinson Modular Rifle, and this is the QB that I want. 90. Let's get a little bit more. 11. Okay. Let's get the big one. Give me a triple. A. And the last one. And it had to be the last one. Eh. Well, 90 days. That's close to 3 weeks. I think I have the time to get the B2 because after that I have to get Boimastina just because she's Boimastina and all that. But I hope she would get down from that freaking mech. If this kills the target, gain 1 point of effectiveness index. Ahora recorten this. This is the DPS increase for Tolo, the maximum DPS increase. So that's it for Tolo. Why she doesn't have... Now where's Alva? There she is. Such a cutie pie. Damage multiplier is increased to 20%. If Alva has 3 stacks of battle prep after skill usage, she enters covering mode for 3 rounds and gains 6 points of conflictance index. This is great. Process Echo, yep, and this is damage multiplier is increased by 40% after using this skill. All freeze attribute allied units, including Alva herself, gain 1 point of conflictance index. Okay, let's level her up. So pretty. Ha! Go again. To maximum level. Go. Go. 260. Yay! Okay, here it is. 6p 33. And for this one we have attachments. So I have two that are, this is maxed out, but Tolor is using it, and this is almost maxed out, and Xiong is using it, and yeah, I think I'm using more Tolon than Xiongyu, so she's going to. No, you know what? Let's do this. Look, guys. Wait, no, not this one. Here it is. And the crit rate. There we go. Maximum crit rate 60%, attack boost 45.6, attack 2288, critical damage 15. And for little Tolo who lost the muscle for her weapon, she's going to get Shrinkus. And that's it, everyone loses. Okay, Neural Helix. Node. Another node. 80. Another node. 120 and 160. There we go. What are the good ones? Let's start at the point. Yep, this is prop shared. Huh? What? Mega team? Where's your QA before launching the patch? Huh? What the hell is this? Okay, screenshot. Okay. When Hoarfrost is applied to enemy units within 4 tiles of the liquid N2 Fang, generates frost tiles within the area for 3 turns. This is like a replacement for Suomi and Dushebnaya. So if I'm running either one of those two, then I don't need to use this one. Stability damage taken by allied units with normal barrier is reduced by 1 point. This is useless, but I have to get it. Rise anew. Before using the ultimate skill, Nyx Requiem cleanses 2 buffs from the target. This is probably good for the Gunsmoke if I'm not using any other cleansers, like Shangyu and all that. So we are getting it. 2%. Nice. Hoarfrost. Now, stability damage taken by enemy units within 4 tiles of the liquid N2 Fang is increased by 2 points. Yep. Bone Chill. This is for every attack. If I read the CN guides correctly, this affects every attack from any other dollar or summon or all that. So it probably interacts with the interventions from Macchiato, from the echoes for Rovela and the Anteperet Doll, and the support attacks from Suomi and Dushev. So, for each stack of battle prep consumed, Alva's attack is increased by 3% to a maximum increase of 18%. This is literally a free 18. And this is completely necessary to do a good loop. But what the hell, negative prop share ID. Stability and battle prep and battle prep. These ones I don't know what to use yet. So this is going to be fixed at a later time. So for now I'm only going to fill the gap. Face damage dealt to enemy units with shields is increased by 10%. Okay, this is useful for her. This one. What was the other one? Increased damage dealt when this unit has shield effects. Face damage dealt is increased by 10%. Okay, so targets with mobility lesser than or equal to the user attack on move increase face damage dealt. Face damage dealt. Unique has shield effects outside of the unit's turn. Attacking enemy units with debuffs, face damage dealt is increased by 10%. This is from Lins. Start of the turn increases the critical damage of the next active attack by 10%. Nice. When this unit is under the effects of insight, this is for a sniper, so yeah. Nope. If the user's conflictance index is full, the next instance of AoE damage inflicted by an active attack is increased by 10%. This can be useful. This can be very, very useful. Magic attack damage is increased by 20%. Now that I'm looking at it, this can be good for raw. The basic attack damage is increased by 20% because she whenever she's not using the ult, like in a 7 turn battle, she's using the ult 2 times, and she's using the hyper buffer skill 2 times. So that leaves us with 3 turns of basic attacks. But with Alva's, then how do we? Okay, well, Alva's V2 of course, but yeah. Out of turn attack, the burn damage, any burn, defense up. If the enemy target HP is not full before the attack, increase damage dealt to them by 7%. And this is I'm going to use this one. Damage dealt to enemies in stability break is increased by 10%. This is young use. At the start of the action, if own HP is greater than 80%, reduces stability damage taken from attacks. Nope. Movement up. Hit recovery. Target damage. So, the enemy targets is important. Mind's Eye. Okay, attack boost, crit damage. Let's go. Now, what's left? Here. Let's get it to max. Seedling sprouts should but blossom. Now, what do we have here? Fighting Spirit is attack and max HP is increased by 1%. Wait, what do we need? 18 support, 6 sentinel, and 5 bulwark. So Fighting Spirit is attack and max HP by 1%. Purification feedback is after cleansing an allied unit debuffs. Alva doesn't clean. Onslaught Masteries when making an active attack. Fighting Spirit, Icon Conversion. This can be good. It's 4. But so let's see if I have attack unity, freeze unity. This is obvious. Attack unity, breaker countermeasures, Icon Conversion. Let it smite, freeze boost. This can be it. Freeze boost, a little bit of freeze boost. Onslaught stance, active skills. Freeze unity, another one to get maximum. Freeze unity, but that's... I have 2 of these. I have 4 of these. What? Okay, let's get this one. Yep, Swami doesn't need it. Not anymore. Fighting Spirit. Now, Icon Conversion is the max HP. Onslaught stance is active attacks. Freeze resistance, no. Ambush mastery, out of turn attack, and this can be Fighting Spirit, resistance, physical unity, physical. Oh, okay, physical. Physical smite, Hydra unity, Hydra unity. Onslaught, ambush mastery. Hero Smite, critical boost. Critical boost can be useful, right? Critical. Oh no, it's critical rate. What's a good one? Two of these? Okay, let's see. Rare Stun, Substa, let's see. Super Sentinel. Super in case I have a freeze. Freeze boost, but it's only one. And it's not freeze unity. There it is, freeze unity. Equip. And this one, Sentinel. We need to get until 6. So what's important? What's important part here? Attack boost, probably. Area specialization, Throne Breaker, area. It's going to be either attack boost and pinpoint or raid stance, Throne Breaker. Because either attack boost is going to be useful for everything, and Throne Breaker is better for Ghost Smoke and all that. Onslaught stance, freeze boost, area specialization and freeze boost, Throne Breaker, Throne Breaker, Throne Breaker. Throne Breaker and freeze boost. Attack boost. Attack boost, electric boost, electric boost. Pinpoint specialization, this is targeted damage. Attack boost and freeze boost, this is a good one. Yep. And now we need only 2 here. Right? This is a double bulwark with a... Let's get Fighting Spirit. How many do we need? We're at... Oh, we're at 14. Oh, that's a problem. What's this? 2 and 3, freeze unity. Annular defense. What's this? AoE damage taken. Another defense and freeze boost. Freeze unity 3. HP boost. It's exactly the same, right? 3, 3, 14, 7. I need 2 Blossom and 4. I actually don't need this one. So I need a Fighting Spirit here. Oslo Mastery, Purification Feedback. Ichor Conversion. Yeah, probably this one is better. Either that or something that gives me directly more damage. No, so Icon conversion is the best here. It's the best possible choice, so 317. And now we need Fighting Spirit and Bulwark. Right? This one. So there it is. Alva is done. Start of the battle, the allied units with the highest attack have their attacks increased by 3%. Nice. So this is a almost maxed out Alva. Boom. No, what? That's great. Oh yeah, I need to crew deck. Nope, this wasn't it. So sorry, shall we? And there's a new dork in town. Confirm. Hey, Kitty substitution no jutsu. What? What? Commander, Miss Grossa, I remember what I received was a meeting invitation. Relax, Alva. We're just here for some chit-chat. All of this is part of our routine, checking on new members and how they're adapting to life on board the Olmo. No need to worry about me. Adapting to changing environments is a basic skill. This place is plenty comfortable already. But if I had to nitpick, the presence of a cat or two would make Elmo even more perfect. A bumpy perilous ride for these little ones if we are to bring them along with us. You're right. I wouldn't like to see them getting caught in the middle of a gunfight. Life can be very fragile. After all these years, you still have a soft spot for cats. Soft little things. No, you're gonna use Peritia, right? You're not gonna use Peritia, right? Even though we don't have a real cat, we don't have a doll whose behavior is very cat-like. You're going to use Peritia for this. I suppose Peritia's always been quite elusive and unpredictable. You probably haven't met her yet, Alva. Okay. Okay, funniest shit I have read in a while. Map. Where's Alva? Nope. Okay, there's small people in the terrace, interact room. Ha! Seafood combat log. What? What? Many tenders of the same slender proportion grew from its back. What?
そんな生き物なんていませんよ。
What?
代わりに説明してください。
触手の先端は発射口と刃が取り付けられていて、中近距離戦に強かった。
Oh, the prototype from the what was it? Deep Oblivion. The one that was fighting along the Arthur, the Chaos one.
失敗作として廃棄されていたようだった。
よくわかんないけど、とにかくすごかったんだ。
Yeah, it was more like a spider than
私一人だ
other
ったらや
things.
ばいだろうな。あら、みんなして何の話？
Ah, Leva, jumpscare.
この前遭遇したプロトタイプの話です。レナと情報共有しよう。ソップさえいれば。いや、ソップでも説明できないでしょう。
Yep, someone would make more of a mess.
3人もいるというのにこの低たらく。どうして私たちのような人形が残ったのか。
謝った方がいいの？
もう空気が重い。私がバカなのにみんな優しいね。レナを可愛がってくれるのは嬉しいけど、メンタルログを同期した方が早いわよ。そうだった。じゃあ同期してよ、リバネ。
Now where is Alva? She's not there. Not there. Up here. Okay. Let's read a little bit of story. DEFY will not let you down. I don't have it. Not yet. Well. Task Force DEFY. What's this? Okay. All in. More gifts. More gifts. Boom. And I have to buy the ring, but I'm broke as fuck. This should probably be it. Straight in, okay. And now the goldens. At least 2 bond 5. And now we're done. Covenant. Cute Alva. Snowbound song. The footprints left in the snow belong to the one who walked by your side. A heartfelt return gift from your doll, obtained after forming a covenant. Later. I'm not gonna show my credit card number on a stream. So eat it. Traveling to Corposant. Maxed. Corposant Part 1. AS11. Airdrop. Hmm.
目標確認。制圧完了。
Cinematics! We have cinematics! 2342 XX Day XX Month XX 2074. Beneath an abandoned mine, a meticulously organized base is operating in perfect order. Inside a clean, orderly, high-tech laboratory, a woman in white lab coat has her feet propped up on the control console, lazily tapping at the keyboard while chewing gum.
退屈。
I'm so bored. Night shift is such a drag. She turns her head, reaches out to enter a string of passwords, then squints at the screen.
今日も元気に育ってる。
Hey, little flower, how are you feeling today? You're pretty well, huh? In sharp contrast to her flippant attitude, the other researchers in the lab are solemnly focused on their work. Unimpressed with the tedium, the woman suddenly sits up straight and clears her throat with theatrical seriousness.
コーラップス粒子付着体細胞
Log entry. Collapse verticalization carrier cultivation experiment.
P17 の感触は良好。
Day 217. Sample P17 responds well to the new culture medium. The success rate of this batch has reached as high as 8%. As soon as she completes the log entry, she slumps back into her lazy posture and blows a bubble with her gum.
今日はいいデータが取れたな。
Ah, such a beautiful data we got today.
あの子がいたらもっともっと
If that little cutie were still here, I can never imagine how fast our research will be progressing. I'm really looking forward to it. She spins her chair and glides to other workstation. Opens an encrypted folder, inputs the new data into the system, and labels the file Error Synchronization Test. Synchronization Test. She drags the file into a database labeled Cocoon. Not Cocoon again!
オレクのじじいも
Looks like Oleg is probably not far from being finished, huh?
楽園を作れな
If Eren can be built after all, then I guess it's time to activate the backup plan. Identity verification required.
チルロビグ史上
I'm the great Lady Chirobig, Paradise's brightest star, the most brilliant genius, the most. Verification successful. Welcome, Research Director. Chirobig puts on happily, clearly displeased at being interrupted.
しつまんないの
You're not fun at all.
さて
Fine, let's see where your little flower might bloom. Chirobig opens an encrypted email and begins browsing through the entries with interest.
本当に
Oh
そんな
my.
子がいるんだ
Did a little flower actually grow up on its own? She opens one of the intelligence emails and reads it carefully.
うんうん
Hmm.
まさか
This little flower was even cultivated here.
儀式でバーチャルモデルと
Oh. Through a ritual, it can connect to that person's virtual cognition image. Might be a pretty good career. She opens the attachments. Inside is a photo of a girl whose hair spreads like wings, marked under surveillance. Suddenly, an almost imperceptible tremor passes through the room. The lab lights flicker.
地震だ
Ah! An earthquake! The end of the world! It's... The others in the room show no reaction to Chilovic's exaggerated performance, as if they are already used to it. But suddenly, Chilovic springs to her feet. The playful grin vanishes instantly as she opens a comms channel with a flick of her hand.
警備員エリア A のスキャナーをチェック
Guards, send everyone currently on shift to Zone A to check the security scanners, then report the perimeter conditions to me. Director, everything appears to be in order in Zone A. There's no...
あんたの意見は聞いてない
I didn't ask for your opinion. Send people to check right now, immediately. She moves quickly to the security console and enters a complex string of code under the puzzled gazes of the other researchers. Understood. We'll inspect Zone A right away.
主任、何かあったんですか？
Something the matter, Director?
お客さんが来たかもな
Nothing major, just that we have guests.
お客さん？
Guests?
主任、
Director, there are frequent earthquakes around here.
さっきのも普通
That might have just been... Chirobit stares intently at the surveillance monitors with narrowed eyes. The monitors display live feeds of every zone in the base. Everything appears normal, yet Chilobe looks thoughtful. With a smile, she shakes her head and raises a finger to shush the researcher. Report! Motion detected at zone X perimeter with thermal imaging. Speed exceeds normal parameters. Chilobe claps her hand excitedly. I told you have guessed! Things are finally getting interesting. How did you know? You have to trust the genius intuition. I can sense 7 the tiniest discrepancy in this lab. Everyone, initiate emergency lockdown protocol. You got 10 minutes to run for your lives. You still remember the evacuation point from safety training, right? You better move it. Stunned by the sudden order, the researchers all remain frozen in place. Chilobe clicks her tongue in displeasure, her face twisting into a ferocious, furious expression. Move now! The researchers jump at Chilobe's roar. Panic spreads instantly and they rush for the exit. Thanks! Chilobe turns around and blinks, her expression shifting back from icy recklessness to playful charm. Soon, there is no one else left in Lao. She strolls back to her workstation and sits back down. That's more like it. System, activate emergency plan 48. Authorize use of the special transfer database. Emergency encryption. Authorization code, Stardust Palette, Red Cube. Encryption initiated. Please select priority data blocks for protection. Let me think. Epithelium resonance data. And... oh! Save doesn't want to. Our guest might be interested in it. The progress bar begins to fill. While waiting, Chilobe tilts her head, pulls a uniquely designed handgun from a drawer, and elegantly spins it in her hand. Guest of this caliber. I suppose the red with Zelinsky. No, wait, there's could also be different style. Doesn't really feel like their style, is it? Hey Bart, we need soup! The transmission cuts off abruptly, followed by a scream and the sounds of bones snapping. Oh, our guest doesn't sound very friendly. Hey, dear intruders, would you like to stop for a cup of tea? I got some excellent Darjeeling here. Only static answers from the other side. How rude. Chilobe shrugs and presses a red button. Instantly, alarms blare through the entire base. She brings the comms microphone up to her mouth. Attention, attention, dear colleagues. We have an uninvited guest. Security personnel, please entertain our visitors properly. Don't say I didn't warn you. This is pretty strong, so good luck. Oh, I almost forgot. I also activated the emergency lockdown protocol. The base will self-destruct in 10 minutes. No, it's only 9 minutes left. Don't worry, there's plenty of advance notice. I said I didn't give you a chance to run. The receiver picks up a cacophony of chaos from the other end as alarms overlap everywhere. Chilobe hits the mute button. And slides her chair back towards the surveillance monitors. Watching the security personnel in Zone A get taken down with alarming speed, she can't help but shake her head. What a useless bunch. She squints at high-speed blur that flashes past in the live feed, too fast to make out clearly even in a slow motion. There's only one of them? She quickly switches to the Zone B feed and stares at it for a few seconds. It really is just one intruder. I'll take all the guards. She slams the desk and jumps to her feet, snapping her fingers and humming a tune, clearly exhilarated. It's them! It has to be them! She drops back into her chair and spins around several times. Then she grabs a small remote from the desk and presses a button. Only 8 minutes left now. I should think of a way to welcome them. Maybe some music. She presses the button again thoughtfully. The base broadcast system suddenly begins playing cheerful classical music. Tina! She's here! On the monitor, the ghost-like figure pauses for an instant, seemingly puzzled. Watching the screen, Chilovic sets the remote down, hums along the music, and gets up to whirl into a waltz with an invisible partner. But less than 10 seconds later, all the lights abruptly go out inside the lab, and the music cuts off. How cute my music! How crude! Despite her complaints, she quickly hides, fumbling in the darkness to put on a pair of glasses and pressing a button on the frame. The dark room instantly brightens in her vision. And that's when she sees a figure silently dropping down from the ventilation shaft. Oh my god. She murmurs softly to herself. It's Alva. In the flesh. In the darkness, she looks eyed with the newcomer. Preparing in advance, Chilovit pulls the trigger first, but the intruder is even faster, dodging sideways like lightning and draws her gun in the same instant to return fire. 2 consecutive rounds burst with lethal fire in the dark. Sharp pain explodes through Chilovic's knee and wrist, and she collapses to the floor. Sweat beads on her forehead as she lies curled up on the ground. She peers up at the computer terminal riddled with bullet holes from her own shots, sparks flying, and remarks dryly. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to fix that? The intruder steps closer and crouches down by Chilovic, her icy fingers wrapped around Chilovic's neck. You're not an ordinary researcher. Chilovic raises the hand that had been clutching her wounded knee and gives an exaggerated salute. Her palm, sticky when nearly congealed, fills the blood, emits a nauseating stench. Thanks for the compliment. Chilovic, Chief Research Director of Research Center number 70 at your service. Oh, and can we take a photo together, Mrs. Noble? After all, I am your biggest fan. Wrong! I am the biggest alive fan. I guess you go by Miss Alva now, don't you? And you know me. Hey, hello. Sorry if I missed it. I was reading this. I was concentrated in this. You know me. Of course, the legendary member of Task Force DEFY. I have collected all your operations records from Berlin and Frankfurt. Your hacking skills and technical expertise are exceptional. Let me guess. That attack by someone else out there was just a feint and you're the one actually carrying out the core mission, am I right? You really are a work of art. Could I get your art left? Oh wait, I'm a bit immobile right now. Don't play tricks. Alva speaks coldly, the fingers around Chilovic's neck tighten into a chokehold as her other hand plucks everything from her person. 2 pens, some empty test vials, and a magazine. None of that matters. What matters is she doesn't feel the heartbeat. I knew it. Nito. Alva looks down at Chilovic with disgust. Chilovic shocks self-deprecatingly. What are you researching here? Chilovic blinks and lowers her voice slightly. You want to know? Alva squeezes harder, making Chilovic suck in a sharp breath. Flowers! 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 Beautiful flowers! Of course, not ordinary ones. Special varieties that can attract butterflies. All we are missing is suitable soil. Epithelium. Of course, it have to be epithelium. Her eyes flicked towards a hidden timer. 5 minutes left. Alva notices her glance, though she doesn't need to look to know what it means. Watch out, we have 5 minutes left. Oh my, if I'd known it was you coming, I would have rushed to self-destruct a place like this. Ignoring Chilovit's mad chatter, Alva releases her, then turns to the damaged computer terminal and starts extracting the data. Beep beep. White Master reporting in. Zone A silent. Over. Snowwolf copies. The doll on the other end must be AK-15. Today really is my lucky day. White Mastiff, the base is going to self-destruct. Mark enter on the waypoint, I'll guide you in. Over. White Mastiff copies. Follow instructions. ETA to run the waypoint 30 seconds. Over. AK-15. No, it's Boy Mastina now, isn't it? I won't stand a chance on the head interrogation. Guess I'd better hurry up. Chilovit puts with theatrical regret. Just 1 second. Hey, yeah, here we are. An unnatural bulge suddenly appears on her cheek. Don't move. Alva seems to realize something. She quickly grabs Chilovic's face and forces her mouth open. She forcibly wrenches out Chilovic's metal tooth. Too late. Chilovic starts coughing up blood. Talk is clearly not just from having a tooth raped out. Only 4 minutes left now. You'd better hurry, Mrs. Snowwolf. She barely gets to the end of the sentence before her eyes suddenly widen. A few rasping breaths escape her throat, and her body stiffs and collapses to the floor in the next second. Her gaze turns vacant, yet the eerie smile at the corner of her mouth remains frozen forever. Alva turns away. She pulls a collar-like device from her tactical pack. There's also the data cable. Did you make this PNG by yourself or did you commission for it? The PNG that's in the right down side of my screen? Yep, I made it myself. I'm working on doing a better PNG 2D avatar. But for now, I'm only on the work of it. I'm only working on it, and I need money to make it a good thing. If it was a VTuber model, chat would probably good not with expression. Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm like you see, it is a little pixel art avatar, a chibi avatar, and I'm working on a bigger, more VTuber kind of pixel art live 2D avatar, but it's still on the works, sadly. And I'm not a good artist, but I'm good enough to make something not look ugly, if I can say it like that. But it takes a lot of time for me to get it to that point, and to go from that to an entire live 2D with all of the camera thingy. I need money for it, and I don't have much money right now, so that is a little bit of a problem. But probably in 2 or 3 months, I'm going to have a better. I'm going to have it on a better looking thing, and maybe even I don't know, a proper VTuber debut. If you want to review my work, I work for a VTuber Live 2D 3D model and rigging. Oh, okay. I'm going to take a look later. I have I don't have much time for this stream, for this GFL stream. So I'm probably gonna stream for 20, 30 more minutes, and then I will stop for now. But I'm probably gonna stream either tomorrow or the Sunday night. It's not expensive. There are some artists who charge 2,000 to 3,000 for a live to VTuber model, but I charge according to the client's budget. Can you add me on Discord? Okay, I'll search for you later. I'll continue right now. But yes, thank you for your information and help. I'll search for you later. But for now, I will continue. Okay. Oh yeah, I need a little bit of water. I'll come back in less than 1 minute. I'm back. It's freaking hot in here, and my throat get really dry really easily. Okay, let's continue with this. Alva turns away. She pulls out. Oh, I already read this. She takes out her tablet. As the cable connects the device to the terminal, torrents of data begin scrolling across the screen. Send me for now, and we'll talk later after you finish your stream. Yeah, maybe I'll talk later. I already been talking with someone to rig the project that I'm doing. So we talk later, and then we compare prices and all that. But I already have someone in mind. So sorry if I don't pick you. But either way, thank you for your info and your help. Yep. She takes out her tablet. As the cable connects to the device to the terminal, torrents of data begin scrolling across the screen. It was good to see other stuff as well that you can get some ideas on concept. Yep. I know, I understand. I understand. Of course, it's better to have a more broad view before turning money into a project. Facing the dense, complex interface, Alva flexes her fingers. She opens her palm, and her thin auxiliary fingers extend from her fingertips, spreading over the keyboard alongside her long fingers. Fingers and auxiliary digits become a blur as they dance wildly across the keys. The furious typing sounds almost like a sudden downpour. The vigorous motion abruptly stops. The screen's dim green glow reflects in Alva's still eyes as she freezes for a moment.
Database.
Cocoon database. Subprogram Helena. Entry 043 incubation data. The all too familiar contents make Alva pause, and she opens the file. So this is where 043 was incubated. The detailed experimental logs record everything from the host to the incubation process, down to daily culture dish temperature, humidity, microbial conditions, and other data far beyond Alva's expectations. That's not all. 043, number 19. It seems that more than one identical test subject was born in this base. But in the end, only one finished product ever made it out. My Discord, Wing Warrior. I always forget the name of the little line over there. But okay, I'll contact you. I bought my tongue. I'll contact you. I will contact you later. Thank you for your info and all that. But in the end, only one finished product ever made it out. Harrowing images sear themselves into Alva's eye one after another. She glances at the data copy progress, then continues bagging through O43's file. To her surprise, the logs don't end with O43's birth. In fact, the very title of the database, Cocoon, already sets off the alarm bells in her head. Project Eden? Her fingers tap lightly on the keyboard, opening a data partition with even heavier encryption. A folder labeled Connection Project, Girard Group, appears on the screen. Alva is not all surprised to see the Girard's Group name here. Despite the incident in Odessa's never being made fully public, such information is hardly difficult for Task Force DEFY to obtain. Information pairing Project Eden with the Girard Group is hardly rare. The project is no secret. On the contrary, the Girard Group has spared no effort promoting the technology, even using it to temporarily halt the free fall of its stock price. The publicity campaign conveniently began shortly after the Odessa scandal broke. According to the Girard Group, Project Eden is a brand new clean energy initiative. It's meant to deliver more abundant, cleaner, and revolutionary energy for all humanity. However, Alva knows better. Anything tied to Paradius can never be what it claims to be. That was a very surprising face that she made. A new face. Last time in Deep Oblivion, I didn't see her do that face. That eyes. While Alva is taking in the information, a series of epithelium cultivation data and radiation test charts appear on the screen, displaying shocking values and abnormal growth patterns. A particle resonance amplifier? She scrolls and keeps reading. Epithelium cultivation experiment. P-series samples. Absorption and release efficiency increased by 17%. To 17%. And just as Alva is about to dig deeper, an encryption wall blocks further access. She tries to crack it, but time is running out. Project Eden. Alva murmurs the project names again, this time in an entirely different tone. Why would Girard work with Paradius to research epitheliums? What are they after? What does Girard want? And what role does O43 play in all of this? And these questions swirl in Alva's head. A towering figure kicks open the laboratory door. Boymastina steps in. Her silver white hair is as neat as ever. She's so beautiful! Ah! Faint streaks of red gleam within the silver as they sway with her firm stride. Blood, probably. Kevin could stop the aircraft evacuating the personnel. Kevin! It's best boy alive! Oh my god! Let's go! He'll keep tracking them. It's fine. Alva glances towards the other end of the screen. 3 minutes until self-destruct. The data? Alva plugs the cable down from the collar into the port at her own neck. Green light instantly starts flashing across her eyes. While Alva retrieves the data, Boymastina naturally takes a position beside her, keeping watch over the surrounding area. About 30 seconds later, Alva unplugs the cable with a look of dissatisfaction. Only part of it is cracked. The deeper layers aren't decrypted yet, and the incubation data on O43 is incomplete. But I did find some information on Project Eden. Project Eden? A research project that the Girard Group has recently made public. Seems to involve using plans to regulate collapsed particle energy release. Boymastina frowns. Isn't that the same thing? Isn't that the same thing as a remolding pattern? But the research project that the Girard Group has recently made public seems to involve using plans to regulate collapsed particle energy release. She's right, it's something like that. At least the remolding pattern thing that they were using, that the Elmo dolls were using from chapter 4 onwards was a flower in a capsule, an epithelium flower in a capsule. With Girard capabilities, the research shouldn't reach that level. The ones doing the real work are still these Voradius corpses. Alva glances at Chilovic's body on the floor, then returns her focus to the files. They genuinely seem to believe this research can bring them back from the dead. Voradius probably just wants their money and never fully disclosed the truth to the Girard group. But why is 043 mentioning Project Eden? This looks like a recent revision. You can see it. Most of the contents are corrupted. What about the other files? There's no time to crack them. It's fine, we learned enough already. Have Kevin check all the locations connected to this base. Don't let the researchers get away. Send the copied data to Annihilator. Have her decrypt what standard methods can read. Anna! That's not 12. That's not Neil. Anna, who's Anna?
Oh.
Right. Beep beep. Hold on. Alva slings her gun behind her back and pulls the vibrating communicator from her tactical pouch. The sight of that communicator stops Boy Master in her tracks. She stands rooted at the spot and stares at it in silence. The communicator is like a Rubik's Cube. Alva aligns its patterns with a few twists and turns. With a soft click, a narrow seam cracks open, and a thin beam of light spills out. Alva stares at the light in complete stillness, as if trying to decipher something. After a moment, she finally moves. Notify Mona. This is a name that I know. Notify Mona. Have the transport key take us to the new coordinates once we are out of here. New arrangements. Is she rejoining the team? Not yet. There's still a lot within the conglomerate that she needs to dig into. I miss her too, Boy Mastina, but we need to stay focused on the mission. Boy Mastina pauses, then finally asks, what did she say? Send the copied data to Anna later, have her grieved. Anna. The only name that I can remember that is close to this is a certain Victorinova Soy. Is there other name? It's probably not going to be someone that we know, or it's either 12, AK-12, who has taken Angie's name. And well, at least we know that Mona is working with Jay. Is still working with Jay. And they are not part of Stasi anymore. The Rare group is showing signs of desperation. We need to go to Alviva and make sure things don't go wrong there. There? There? No fast operation. She wants us to monitor it closely. Understood. I will. Let's move. Giving no further response, Buimastina turns and heads toward the evacuation point with haste. Alva rubs the communicator tenderly with her thumb, then slips it back into her pouch. She shoulders her weapon and sets off as well. Following their departure, Chilovic's body on the floor begins to slowly melt, her once human-like face dissolving into a shapeless puddle. The grotesque sight lasts only a moment. The forged heart of the sun casts down its scorching gaze, a path that all must traverse. Sounds gold. First substance, the beginning of the great work lies in the earth. Let's do one more. And then I'll be gone. What do we have here? Little Alva. What's this? Hurricane. When attacked by units from the direction where the wind is blowing, move 2 tiles towards the direction where the wind is blowing at the end of the turn if the unit is... Huh? What's going on? Ow! Roy's out of the... So this was the AoE. Yeah, let's kill this bunch. No. Sing. This is better. And one enemy target within 8 tiles and consumes all points of effectiveness index. Covering mode. So with B1 she has covering mode instantly, so she doesn't need to do any more of this. So next B1 and after it's always going to be like stun whenever this thing is not on the ground, or if there's AoE to do. And the ult test 3 whenever there's single target enemies. Papa. What the hell was that hypothermia thingy? Oh, it moved. Okay, it was the other kind of thing. AS12. Pop! I wake up in bed. It's been a long time since I last slept soundly for so long. Outside the window, daylight has long since broken. Driven by its preset autopilot program, the Elmo cruises methodically onward. Its rhythm is as monotonous and steady as the scenery of the yellow sun. After washing off, I head to the ops room early. Grossa is on duty, monitoring the surroundings at the command console. When she sees me, she brews a cup of coffee and sets it in front of my seat, as she always does. I notice her look over the navigation trajectory, then raise my head and ask. There shouldn't be any risk along the planet route, right? No units capable of threatening the Alma have been detected for now. I think the chosen trajectory was carefully considered. That's what I thought. Based on the project intersections between our route and legal air corridors, potential contact windows are in 7 minutes, 1:25 minutes, and 3:14 minutes. P. Then we'll proceed according to the plan. Understood. After a stretch, I go through the various tasks displayed on the terminal. The screen shows green markers representing several squads currently deployed on missions. They are proceeding in an orderly fashion along their planet routes. The mission log status made back indicate that everything is normal so far. Looks like everyone's mission are going smoothly. I open the task list and check a priority watch item named Sucker Squad. After several days of travel, Springfield and Macchiato are drawing closer and closer to the destination, Satellite City LB-13 near Lviv. We haven't thought the 2 dolls assigned to this mission, but highly reliable. When I think about all the attention we attracted back when the escorted target was still aboard the Elmo, I can't help but worry about them. I activate the Elmo comm system, enter the code, and connect to Suketo Squad. Schedule contact channel. Ah, Springfield! So pretty! So beautiful. Hello, Springfield. Thank you for being here. Commander, good morning. You're just as punctual as ever. Morning. How is it? Has the journey been smooth? We haven't run into any trouble so far. However, we have reason to suspect that we might be under surveillance. Therefore, we found a way to disembark from the Intercontinental Railway train ahead of schedule and resupplied yesterday. At a temporary supply point in the Yellow Zone. Our pace is slower than planned, but for this mission, it's a safer option. Macchiato is conducting the final checks and preparations now. Once ready, we'll transport the target to the designated city by truck. Road checkpoints are much less straight along the Intercontinental Railway. We'll find ways to smooth things over. If all goes well, we should reach the scheduled handover point in 2 days. Hold on. Escorting such a conspicuous target across most of the Uran Sea must have been taught on you. Don't underestimate Miss Dandelion's VIP clearance, or the intelligence network that Sechero has carefully cultivated over the years. That said, even with all our preparations, the journey here has been unexpectedly smooth. Especially for a mission that involves traversing the entire Yellow Zone. The enemy who's most likely to intervene forcefully hasn't made a move at all. You mean Paradius? Yes, I originally thought that with such a conspicuous target, we'd definitely encounter them along the way. To prepare for an engagement, Macchiato has even brought along a lot of weapons that really aren't her style. Well, now it seems we may have worried too much. Even they wouldn't dare do anything so openly on an intercontinental railway train. Still, don't lower your guard. They may be lurking around you. You're absolutely right. We'll stay vigilant. By the way, how is Helena doing? She's been under the protection of the defense system the whole time. Her condition has remained stable since boarding the train. When passing through road checkpoints, I'll hide her in the deepest part of the truck cabin. I have added another layer of camouflage. It should be enough to deal with X-ray scans during inspection. I have trusted contacts handle the checkpoint procedures. Policy seems to be tightening these past few days, but we should just about make it in time for the appointment with Miss Leva. Good. Stay in touch. The Elm is also heading towards Lviv. We'll rendezvous with you there. In the bar. Understood. Please be careful on your end as well. Beep beep. The call ends. After hanging up, I finally feel a bit more at ease. The mission to escort Helena is proceeding smoothly, and the previous operations were all completed without major incident. Our fortunes finally seem to be improving. Hearing my remark, Grossa pauses for a moment, then responds with a smile. Things have indeed been going more smoothly, Commander, but we still can't let our guard down. I know, of course. Grossa and I finish our task with remarkable efficiency. I lean back in my chair and stretch again as I listen to the lively chatter of the other dolls on board the MCV. The dolls currently stationed on the Elmo have finished their own work and seem to be gathered together, chatting. As their conversations reach a particularly lively point, bits of their laughter and chatter occasionally drifts into the ops room. Butterflies, silent whispers, never sleeping. Nemesis, don't start with a butterfly. So that's why you didn't sleep at night? Those crawling and Nemesis beginning with each other. Not the freaking butterflies! Nemesis! 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 ¡Llámelo! Miss Mei-Ling, may I ask what kind of breakfast you prefer? Me? Santorese must be preparing breakfast for everyone. Do you have to wake me up this early? What time do you think it is? Get up and finish your chicken drill. Meshti and Klugai. Those voices, without a doubt, belong to Meshti and Klugai. Maybe it's because recent events have been so turbulent, but this brief moment of calm respite feels strangely surreal. The dead flags. And yet, not long ago, I was just an ordinary bounty hunter driving the Elmo and drifting towards the yellow sand. Stop! Dead flags! That this kind of banal daily life should have been my reality. I'm reaching my arms to the sky in hope of... Please! Don't! Is it because so many former companions are now aboard the vehicle? Besides Gross's team, there's no also Squad 404 or Suchero's squad. I had never imagined it'd be lucky enough to reunite with everyone again, safe and sound. Each reunion fills me with the relief of having survived a disaster. When I know this isn't the true reason for the nagging sense of surrealism, but shudders all illusions and drag me back to memories so heavy-tasted my emotions were never recalled, is none other than that fateful confrontation with Paradius. Yes, Paradius. This evil force I nearly whipped out 10 years ago has appeared before me once again. 10 years of compromise brought neither stability nor even fleeting pace. It merely gave the enemy room to breathe, a chance to grow strong again. When I think about how they have been active right under my nose all these years, an uncontrollable anger wells up inside me. No, I will not allow this to happen, or rather to happen again. At the very least, let me. Commander, the radar has detected a helicopter approaching the Elmo. Altitude 300 meters, distance approximately 2 kilometers, bearing exactly matching with ours. Looks like our guests have arrived. I switched to the external camera feed and adjust the focus to look into the helicopter. It's a brand new military helicopter painted in the latest standard delivery of the new Soviet Union Army. The only jarring detail is the urgency emblem emblazoned on it. They're sending a commerce request. It seems they want to land on the Elmo. Patch them through. Elmo, this is a Special Operations Unit of the Non-Military Forces Administration under the URNC. NONFA, we request a brief stop aboard your vessel. Repeat, we request a brief stop aboard your vessel. Let them come down. Yes, Commander. Landing guidance established. Welcome aboard the Elmo. NONFA. I take a deep breath and tighten my clothes. I have spent long enough physicking myself for this. This time, I should be able to talk things through properly. Right? The Kalina tension is still in the air. 10 years! 10 years! But as the thought crosses my mind, the courage I muster falters slightly. I shake my head, trying to push away those unpleasant thoughts. Grossa, I'll go receive our guests. Notify all those to remain on alert, but take no hostile action. Grossa nods, then make a small gesture of encouragement towards me. You got this, Commander. Wife. Right, thank you. I head towards the top deck. The helicopter promptly lands on the deck of the Elmo, but after touching down, the engines are not shut off. The rotors above continue spinning at high speed, signaling that this is only a brief visit. The hatch opens. An officer in a neatly pressed uniform strides down, followed by a figure I haven't seen in 10 years. His hair is grayer than I remember, the lines on his face deeper. Yet, even after a decade apart, that distinctive presence of him makes him feel anything but unfamiliar. Is that here?
久しぶりだな、指揮官。
Long time no see. Long time no see, Commander. Kruger! It's been so long.
クルーガーさん。
Mr. Kruger?
5分待て。
Give me 5 minutes. He speaks to the officer beside him. The officer nods and steps back toward the helicopter.
何をそんなに驚いて
Is
る
seeing me really such a surprise?
いや、その。
I thought
カリーナが
you thought Kalina will be the one coming, huh? You have to go past me before you meet my daughter again.
焦らずともいずれやれる
Don't worry, you'll get to meet her soon enough.
すみません。
Sorry, sir. That's not what I meant. Kruger smiles and shakes his head. He glances at the helicopter, then turns back to me.
時間が限られてる
Can we talk?
少し話さない
We don't have much time. I look toward the soldier standing by the helicopter and more or less understand Kruger's intention. I nod to him and lead him further away. We walk to the edge of the top deck, where we get a view over the wasteland in the distance. The bitter smell in the air is much lighter than before. Sunlight falls on Kruger, outlining his figure clearly. He looks far older than he did 10 years ago. The wrinkles at the corner of his eyes are deeper, his temples completely grey.
忙しいところすまないな
I know we shouldn't have disturbed
カリーナ
you.
の選択は
Kalina's choice was her own judgment call. If it caused you any trouble, I apologize on her behalf.
そんな。あなたが
Sarah, please don't apologize to me.
カリンがいなかったら。
Besides, what she did means a great deal to me.
彼女に託された
Because of the task she entrusted to me, I was able to learn things that are very important to me.
ああそれはお前
I understand. It is, after all, a matter that continues to gnaw at both our minds. Something that we can never let go. I don't respond and simply wait quietly for Kruger to get to the point.
担当直入に言う
I'll get straight to
先
it.
日オデッサで起きた
The recent Dole insurgency in Odessa has caught the attention of the UNC over Echelons.
そしてジラード軍
I have obtained full authority to investigate the Girard group. Kruger turns toward me.
奴らの背後にいる
I don't think I need to explain. You already know whom they have been backing behind the scenes, don't you? Paradeus.
財団とパラデウス
We have long heard rumors of the conglomerate colluding with Paradeus.
2年を追ってき
We
た
have been tracking this case for over 2 years.
決をつけたい
It's time to end it.
というと。
What's your plan?
十分な証拠を
We have already gathered sufficient evidence.
お前に託
In
した
fact, O43, Helena, which was previously handed over to you, is also a crucial piece of evidence.
あの子を証拠を扱
Calling that little girl evidence may make you uncomfortable, but she truly is key. I'll be heading to Lviv tomorrow. After taking custody of O43, we'll submit the materials to the prosecution. They have already filed a lawsuit with the High Court of the Eastern European Administrative Region, accusing the Orlo conglomerate of colluding with Paradis to conduct illegal experiments. Next, a public trial will be launched in Lviv against everyone involved.
裁判。
A public trial? Yes.
拘束はし
Shouldn't everyone connected be detained directly?
確かに我々は
We're a law enforcement body, but we still need authorization before we can act.
訴訟は少なくとも
The litigation process alone will take at least a year. During that time, Paradis will certainly continue its experiments.
それに
And given the UNC's actual enforcement capacity, this might not even improve in areas outside the controlled territories of the Yellow Zone, even after the trial concludes.
時には武力以外の方
Procedural justice is sometimes more important than guns.
財団が力を失
Once the conglomerate collapses, Paradis will lose its largest source of funding.
問題
That will destroy the foundation that sustains its operations.
奴らの基地をいく
If our actions are limited to secret bases,
新しい基地が動く
even if we destroy one experimental facility, Who knows how many more they have hidden elsewhere.
それでも
Even so, destroying Paradios bases immediately will at least spare the people in nearby areas from harm.
確かにその通りだ。
You're not wrong.
訴訟で根本
I know you don't believe that prosecuting those companies will solve everything.
10年前と違い
But this isn't 10 years ago. We must operate within compliance now. There's more we can do through the rules that you might imagine. And some people can also escape the punishment they deserve through the same rules. I swallowed the words that almost slipped out and offered only a faint, bitter chuckle. Krieger catches my meaning. He bows his head slightly and decides to change the subject.
ズッケラが引き受けた
Our field personnel are already in place.
手配した。
Sukir squad shouldn't run into any trouble on their escort mission.
彼女たちは
Kalinda will rendezvous with them near Lviv to complete their final handover.
エルモ号の進路
Judging from the Almost course, you're headed to Lviv as well, aren't you?
はい。
Yes.
途中で非常事態
I run into a small complication along the way and had to return to the Almo.
それも解決
Now that it's resolved, I'll have to continue my mission and see it to fruition.
まあ、
Hmm.
お前のことは信頼して
I knew you'd say that.
協力に感謝す
To
る。
thank you for your cooperation, I'll try to secure a status of some standing for you.
働きかけに
Even if you remain in the Yellow Zone, things will be much easier.
お気遣い感謝します。
Thank you, sir.
ですが、
But you know me. I don't need that kind of thing.
我々のやり方は
On one hand, our above the table approach can strike at the root, but the process is too long.
逆にお前のやり方は
On the other hand, your approach is direct, but it can solve the problem at its foundation.
身分があれば
Once you have status, perhaps you can cooperate better with the non-military forces administration.
その方がお互い
We can make up
の対象を
for what the other lacks.
クルーガーさん、
Mr. Kruger,
私が協
I'll
力
cooperate with the mission, but not for the sake of any status.
パラデウスを
I only want Paradius to be completely eradicated. As long as that can be achieved, I don't care what method is used.
理屈で私は止まりま
That
せん。
is to say, you should understand that I might not stop just because of certain reasonable justifications.
そんな人間が
Someone who acts this way probably shouldn't have any status in the first place. Kruger lets out a sigh.
お前は
It seems as over these 10 years,
10
you have
年前のままか
changed.
もしれないな
But yet, you haven't.
局長、
Director, time's up.
これ以上は
If we delay any longer, the travel log will...
すぐ行く
I'm coming.
最後に
Before I go, there's something I want to ask you.
はい。
Please go ahead.
なぜ過去に
Why won't you let go of the past and start over?
過ちを正せない自分が許せない。
Because I can't bear standing on the side of what's wrong.
それは傲慢だな
That's an arrogant answer, Commander.
申し訳ありません。
I'm very sorry, sir. But it is my answer.
だが何かを成し遂げようとする
But who among those waiting to do something meaningful wouldn't give the same arrogant answer?
辛い孤独な道
This road will be lonely and dangerous.
いつものことです。
Already used to it, Mr. Kruger.
局長、
Director! Kruger takes a small card out of his pocket.
リビウに入る
If you want to enter Lviv, you still need a legal identity.
これを使え
Use this for now. I hesitate, still not reaching out.
私たちが秩序を
Come on, witness how we bring those criminals to justice.
カリーナも
I think Kalina will want you to see the results she's worked so hard for. Kruger looks straight at me. There's a kind of force in his gaze. Much as I resist, I find myself taking the card in the end. He seems to let out a quiet sigh of relief when he sees me accept it.
助けが必要な時は
If you need help, contact me anytime.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. Kruger turns to leave, but stops again at the helicopter door.
10年前の最大の損失
Do you know what the most important thing we lost 10 years ago was?
グリフィンですか？
Griffin?
お前だ
It was you. I stand rooted to the spot, at a loss for how to react. On the deck, the helicopter is ready for takeoff.
クルーガーさん、
Mr. Kruger! Kruger removes the headset he had just put on and looks toward me. And I shout with all my strength, at a volume I believe I can overpower the helicopter's engines.
道は違えど、私は
Whether or not we choose to go down the same path, You will always be the person I respect most. Krieger smiles.
いい腕輪を指揮官
See you, Galbib, Commander. The helicopter lifts off and quickly disappears into the sky. I stand on the deck for a long time, staring into the distance, thoughts surging. Perhaps I'm not the only one who lost a great deal because of the decision I made 10 years ago. Why is that no matter what choice is made, someone always ends up getting hurt? The emotions I once tried so hard to avoid surface again. I even regret not responding to him more warmly just now. I clench my fist and shake my head hard, forcing myself not to dwell on it. Now isn't the time to be tangled up in this. Alviv. I look at the card I have just received. Will things really proceed as smoothly as Krieger says? I can shake the feeling that something bad is coming. It's strong enough to make a grown-ass man cry. Fuck, man. Camaraderie. It's one of the hardest things to get, especially if it's between ideals and not just between an organization, like something like a school, a university, a work, a job, a company, or military. And Krieger's words hurts a lot. But that's just the beginning of Corposant, and I'm already watering my eyes. Well, we have to continue maybe Tuesday or around that, because this Sunday I'll try to rush everything that's left of Ave Mujica. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, I don't know yet. But I'll try to rush everything that's left from Ave Mujica, from the Ave Mujica collab in Art Nights. And then I'll continue reading Corposant, because Corposant is an event that I want to read live on stream. So, yep, it's almost been 2 hours. It's been more than I expected, and it's been a great stream. Well, not so great. It would have been great. It's been a good stream, but it could have been a great stream if I got Alva's B2. But anyways, I'll probably get her in later this same patch, so there is no time to rush too much. Still, I'll try to complete everything that I can, to scratch a little bit more of pulse. So that's it. Let's get this close. She's so cute. Again? Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. It's been a good stream. And that's it. I'll stream probably. As I said, if I stream tomorrow, Saturday night, our nights, then I'll probably try to stream this on Monday or Tuesday night. If not, then I don't know. I'm not shackled by a schedule. Not yet, at least. So yeah. I have been Equinox Eterna, and I hope you come back next time. Thank you and goodbye. She's such a dork.